What's up, everybody?
What's up, everyone?
Happy New Comic Book Day.
Yes.
Wednesday. Happy October 27th, almost Halloween.
I know, we're almost there.
Almost.
It's almost time to do the spookies.
Yes. It's Sunday, right? So
yeah.
Don't
Halloween
have to be at work.
Sunday.
So,
nope, and it's my dad's birthday.
Well, happy birthday to your dad. Hopefully
Fun
he
fact,
celebrates Halloween in style.
Oh, yeah. Every year.
So I just want to say hi to some people we got in the chat. Michael Baker, what's going on? Has not been to a con in forever, so he's really interested to hear what we got from Baltimore.
Nice.
Phil is in the chat. Comics Talk Weekly, what's going on?
Woo-hoo.
Brennan Knight, what is going on? I have some of your stuff to show off tonight.
Hell yeah.
Great to meet you at the con.
Hell yeah.
Alonzo from Team Nerd. What's going on, Alonzo? After we're done tonight, they go live for their Thursday mail call. So Wednesday. It's J2 and Gomez are on tonight doing it's like What If almost, but they're watching romantic comedies or something like that. So that should be interesting. I was off on my days. I just jumped this in time.
Yeah, you're just trying to move ahead a little bit. It's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm ready for my weekend.
I am too. What's up, Wes? Wes is in the house. Definitely got awesome things to tell you guys tonight. Jay Rails, what's going on? I like the pumpkin emoji there. What is up? Sunday Halloween FOC video.
Also, for the record, guys, I'm not ignoring everyone. I'm building a Lego set. Yeah. But I have attention disorders and I can't stop now that I've started. So you're part of it. Yay.
She's building Iron Man's head, of course.
Of course.
Rally B in the house. What's going on? Ralph, I think you've been hitting up a lot of cons recently, doing your art thing.
You everywhere, man.
Yeah. Wish you were. I wish you had been at Baltimore. That'd been cool to meet up. I haven't decided if FOC is going to happen on Sunday. It may need to start moving away from Sunday due to FOC dates. So keep you guys posted, but it's probably not happening earlier.
Now that FOC is an entire shit show in and of itself.
Yeah, it might happen on Saturday this week. We'll just see what my schedule looks like. Yep, tonight 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. Have you ever wondered? Thank you, Alonzo.
Have you ever wondered? That's basically What If.
It's What If.
It's What If in more words.
Yeah.
You know I love you.
Romantic comedies? That's crazy talk. Yep. So it's an Iron Man head. And
it's oh fuck, I don't have the box. It was my birthday gift from my brother. So Iron Man. It's the Lego set of the helmet.
Yeah, fucking beautiful.
It looks nothing like a helmet when you first start. Let me just say, this stress. I wish I brought Craggle.
It's the What If title of What If. That's awesome. Yeah, J2 in the house.
A little bit.
Yeah, look, he was booked for HorrorCon that weekend, so that's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
So while Caroline's building over there, I'll start showing off some stuff that I got. Start with some signatures. So I brought some books to get signed. I brought a lot of books to get signed.
Oh, I've got some of those books.
You do have some of these. Nice. Also, shout out Inja Binja is in the house and Free Energy. Oh, we just jumped.
Ooh, jumping. Hello.
So one of the books I got signed is now a Ringo Award winning book, The OZ, which is by David Pepose, Rojas. I'm forgetting his first name. It's the artist on it, Ruben Rojas. But this was super cool because we've had David on to talk about the OZ.
Yeah, that was really cool to see happen for him. So, why am I blurry?
You went super blurry there. But yeah, and to get to say congratulations in person to him, like for winning,
In
that was
person,
pretty cool.
singular. In
persons, Let's set this over here. So I had him sign that and 2 of Scout's Honor #1, the ratio and the regular cover for that, which was what we had him on the channel to talk about originally.
Mm-hmm. Pretty great series if you haven't read it so far.
Yeah, worth it reading. Aftershock series there. I think he was selling the trade paperbacks at the con. He did great at the con.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. We got to finally meet Trish Forstner in person.
Yes.
Had her sign some things. She's so nice. So nice. We already knew that because she's been on the channel.
Yeah,
but
she's a wonderful person.
Yeah, so I had her sign a couple things. I had her do a remark on something that got sent out to get encapsulated and protected forever.
Oh, bam.
Yeah. I mean, that was too good of a cover to not get her to sign.
It's pretty. It's pretty.
Yeah. And then the one we probably had signed the most things.
So polite.
And Vaughn was there and was awesome. And originally we were told 5 things could be signed. And then they changed it to 3 in the line. And I already had
then Brian just started signing everything.
And he just was like, nah, I'm signing whatever you brought.
See, and I already started putting stuff around my room. So I'm like, fuck, I gotta go collect all my books now.
Oh, man, you're a step ahead of me. So I had him sign these 2 Saga issues. So issue 3 and issue 54. This was a second print of 54.
I think this might be.
And then a lot of Paper Girls, which Cliff, who was right next door to him, the artist of Paper Girls, Cliff had all these Paper Girls issues for free on his table. Yep. So I picked up a couple that I didn't have that had really cool covers. Like 28 there. And this one, like my all-time favorite cover right now. Yeah, that one I saw and I was immediately like, oh man, I wish I already had that. And Cliff was just like, oh no, guys, these are free. Yeah. And then the entire line started just grabbing covers. Because we're all looking at them like, wow, I wish we had more money. Right? And then I brought issue 2 and 3 to get signed by them as well. It's such a cool experience meeting the 2 of them. They both said that they would come on the channel if we can get a hold of them. I have sent a message. I've sent an email to Cliff and an Instagram message to Brian because I can't find another way to contact Brian. So fingers crossed that it happens. No. And meeting him in person got me to pick up Catwoman Lonely City. And if you're not reading Catwoman Lonely City, it's pretty great. You should. And guys, we do have our 1K giveaway coming up once we hit it. Some of these guys may be in there. Mm-hmm. Not this, though. This is a little too personal. Yeah. I feel like Fort Caroline, my baby, should not be given away. Now, where is my favorite signature book? Hold up. And then, of course. So I did that too. Got that good. And then, but wait. Not as creative as yours, though. There's more. I think yours is a little bit. So you guys might have. Yeah. You might have seen this on Instagram already, but Brian K. Vaughan did a remark of Erin on the back cover here, throwing a newspaper from her bike. It's obviously Erin, and anybody who says otherwise is just wrong. Right. And then Cliff also did a remark down there at the bottom, a little bit more usual remark style, but I love this. And the reason I asked Brian to do it was because we went to the Paper Girls talk. Front row, baby. And he was a little jealous that Cliff was writing, drawing, and lettering his own book all by himself, and was talking about how he wants to learn to draw. So I was like, hey, you wanna get some practice on my cover?
This little bad boy. The whole reason I bought this book was to get them to sign that Paper Girls Halloween print.
Yeah, I have that somewhere too. They had a cool,
And then,
like a yearbook thing.
My big book, my personal favorite book. Best thing I got done this entire weekend. It's a 5th print. It's not as exciting as the first print, but it's still exciting. Now I just need to meet Fiona. Get her to do some signature.
Still super cool.
Still can't believe that happened.
And
then I spent all my money on art, basically.
Trish had one of the more impressive lines. I agree.
Yeah, she was constantly busy.
Yeah.
Like, it was full the whole time.
At times, Brian K. Vaughan or Frank Cho or Garth Ennis had longer lines, but their lines always cleared out.
Went real fast.
They went through pretty quick. Her line was long the entire con, which is, I'm so happy. Like, that's super
well, and like even more so, I remember going back and seeing like Cliff Chang at the end of it, and like he didn't have much of a line on Sunday. Trish still had a line on Sunday.
Yeah.
Constantly.
After you had already left, Brandon and I went back and just chatted with him a little bit, and
which is amazing.
That's when he got his last little bit that he got on his.
I was not trying to fuck around and find out with that baseball traffic or football traffic. Or sports.
Oh my god! Yeah,
that was it was a no for me, dog. It was a no for
me. You still had a lot.
I left and I got out and away from that traffic, and then I just managed to hit more fucking traffic in other parts of the states.
We also had a line for signings. Phil asked us to sign the exclusive cover.
Yeah, buddy.
We also met Late Night Comics,
yes.
who got one and had us sign as well. And if Professor Comics is watching or will be watching,
have yours. I just have to get my shit together and send it out, dude.
She has yours on the way at some point.
Because I've got that other stuff for you. If you're watching this. If not, don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Nothing to see. Yeah, Garth Ennis.
Ennis
he was there. He had limited signing times.
Yeah.
But, he would get a huge line, and then by the end of his signing time, it was gone.
For the most part, most people had big lines that closed out, and then there were people like Trish that just had long ass lines all day.
Thanks, J2. Smash that thumbs up button. I agree, Phil. Ennis, Cho, Vaughn, Trish were probably the big ones. Oh, and Joe Quesada when he was.
Yeah, when Joe Quesada had open signings.
And he also he charged for his signatures, whereas some of the others didn't, and so that
it's Joe Quesada.
Yeah. True.
Brandon did a big enough deal that he's like, listen, I don't want to be harassed.
Yeah. Like, as limited as possible. We did a little bit of a checklist scavenger hunt, get people to sign your thing here. And
then if you got all 20, well, not all 20, if you got 20 signatures out of everybody that was there, you get 4 free prints.
Yeah.
Have the print. Yeah, it was like, mine are all away.
Some of these might maybe they'll end up in the giveaway. Because we're approaching 1K. We're like 65 away from 1K.
Getting close, y'all.
So we're amassing things for giveaways. That will
may or may not have picked up some other stuff at the show.
Gosh, I think I still have some things that are signatures. Let's see. I brought some Space Bastard stuff to get signed by Eric. So this is the original version of Space Bastards here. I had Eric sign that.
My friends, it is done.
Oh, snap. Was that light up or is that a sticker?
No, those are stickers.
Oh.
I started at 6:30. So.
Okay. 3 hours, less than 3 hours.
2 hours and 45 minutes later, and I did stop to like eat food and get shit together.
Yeah.
There we go, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. That's my hands on this Wednesday night. I'm done. My fingers hurt.
Yeah, some Space Bastard signatures. We hung out with Eric a bunch during the con, including karaoke.
Yeah.
I forgot to have him sign that. I have that.
Damn.
Lewis.
That's unfortunate for you.
Yeah. Lewis.
And then I did a tiny bit of shopping for myself. So we've got die number 1, Stephanie Hahn's first printing. Yeah, now let's pray to the gods I don't drop it.
D&D.
My luck.
What's that, nerd?
What a nerd. You play D&D? What a nerd.
What a nerd.
Jen Bartel.
Oh wait.
Didn't even know she did that until I saw that, and I was like, well,
yeah.
Wait, no.
I saw you pick it up. I was like, you're so
after the fact, after Brian had already left, I found a pretty nice copy of Chapter 8, so that'll just go into my harass him later about signing.
Right. And that, I think he said that is probably his last con for a little while.
Yep.
So
it's just cool. Gonna be a bit. It's gonna live in dark for a while.
Yeah. I picked up these Freak Snow #1 variants from Ryan G. Brown. Had him sign them as well, which I'd wanted to get them, but I didn't want to ship them. I think it was a store in Canada that had them. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, score. Now I don't have to get that. Yeah. I had my dice there for you to use.
I know.
You kept using the app.
You just future technology, Dad.
Yeah. Picked this up. This was a con exclusive, I think. Mm-hmm. At the exclusives table. And then I never went and got Garth Ennis to sign it. So, whoops.
No, of course not. I was far too busy.
I was running around. Did not happen.
I mean, I basically you bought books. I bought art.
I also got one more signature here. Brett Murphy, the writer of Paranormal Hitman, was there with his Ageless Press company.
Yes, and we have Noah he did Tankers, right? Or not Tankers. Oh my God.
Dino Thrashers.
Oh, Tankers?
That's a
idea
book.
I don't know. Something I at work today. This was Noah who did this, and then he is doing an Afro commission for me.
Yes. She's sending me something that's going to have it in it, and I already have something I think I have to send you. So
I realized I forgot to bring you a book, but whatever. And then we also got to meet the amazing Becky Cloonan. So I got that from her. I got a tarot deck from her. I got some stuff for one of my friends who's a very big fan of hers. I got a pin and, a little art book.
Got these things from her. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful person. No, right. Thank you. Yep. I couldn't remember his last name, but I was like, oh, crap.
Oh. I don't know why I was not even noticing that you were struggling to say his last name. I was just like, yeah, Noah.
It's Noah.
It's Noah. Yeah, the one half of the Dino Thrashers creative team there.
Don't ask me why Tankers came into my mind.
Shout out to Entropy and Comics. What's going on? Yes. And Circumstances. I agree. What loser doesn't have dice ready? Come on.
I mean, no.
Which, speaking of dice, so the dice I showed, I picked these up at the con because they felt like the character that was created for our one shot.
And you rolled a nat 20 with it, so you kind of couldn't say no.
The fate decided for me, and these feel so nice to roll. Super cool.
So then, like I said, I went a little crazy with the art because I drove, so I could transport anything I wanted back. So we've got
some Nate
goodness with the lovely glare on my screen. Let's see if I can do something about that. Nope, of course not.
Phil's a nerd. He's not a non-nerd. He can't get away with saying that.
More Poison Ivy with Batman nice and tied up in the back where he belongs. Nobody give a shit about him. Now, when my girl's up front.
I just love how two of your pieces of
Or
artwork
Batman
are
being
with Batman tied
like
up in the back.
maybe.
Yes.
Yes.
I think that's hilarious.
We've got more Zatanna. You guys think I have favorite characters?
It's Batman.
It's definitely Batman. And then I just thought this was badass Medusa print.
That's so cool.
Like I said, I have a problem. We met Tony Moy, who I'm hoping we can have on the show, who hand-did his own watercolor comic book as well as this amazing no-face print. It's on rice paper as well. Gorgeous.
I just love that.
This is David Mack if David Mack was actually Asian.
This is the funny thing. Phil's
did buy them.
People for not for having dice, and then he's the one that bought dice too.
Finally got some Spider-Gwen art for my wall.
Yeah, I really wanted to buy that, and I just could not transport it. And he didn't have any smaller versions, and
hey, he does a wonderful job. It's just, Tony Moy is actually Asian, and Kabuki is, his culture, not just something he's doing out of respect. So I think it holds a little more meaning. But if you want this is going to be for free in our 1K giveaway.
Yep. That beautiful Spider-Gwen right there.
Gotta share the Spider-Gwen love. And then last but certainly not least, we've got a business card in the middle of the poster. That's what I've got.
Whose card is that?
That's what everybody wants to see. Trish's business card.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't have her email or anything. And I managed to get 1 out of 50 on this print.
Because everyone was like, let's buy the other print.
And last but certainly not least, so John Timms was doing donations to the Trevor Project, was it? I don't remember.
Yeah.
But
yeah, the Trevor Project.
I mean, it's a pretty big deal. And I got to see the actual original art from the page as well. So
yeah,
couldn't pass that up. But yeah, that Spider-Gwen.
You want that?
We hit 1K, guys.
Get us to 1K.
Won't be for free.
You're going to be giving it away.
I almost bought another one for myself, but I was like, I got to not spend all my money.
So I picked this book up and had them sign this. So Bob France and Kevin Cuff, the Metal Shark Bro creators, also did this Ninja Nuns, which I believe comes from Metal Shark Bro. Which when I backed
Don't worry about it.
When I backed their Dust Pirates campaign, which we had Kevin on to talk about, I ordered the Metal Shark Bro book, so I couldn't pick those up at the con because I already have them on the way. But had them sign this, and they won a Ringo for Metal Shark Bro Volume 2 for Best Comedy Series. So shout out to Bob and Kevin and the rest.
Bob, who knows my boss.
Right.
And where I lived.
And
it was a fun moment.
We would have known this a long time ago if your computer hadn't died and he wasn't on vacation at the time.
If we had both showed up.
Right.
All right.
That's right. Me and Kevin and Tony had a great time on that interview. We fed Tony's puppy. It was great.
Feed that puppy.
What was funny was when I first went up to Kevin at the con, I kind of was like, hey, we did, he's like remembering. And then I was like, feed the puppy. And he was like, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Feed the puppy. Hashtag feed that puppy.
Yeah. Feed the puppy jogged the memory pretty quickly, which is amazing.
Oh yeah. And then I guess almost last but not least is an Iron Man cow.
Yes.
And look. His gauntlet comes off.
So freaking awesome. Like,
Iron Moo.
Just crazy. So Brennan is in the chat here, but he is a writer, and he had a bunch of different comics there. This one actually is what caught my eye and brought me to his table.
Nice.
And I was like, I recognize that art. And the artist is Sebastian Perez, who is also currently the artist on a book that I came back to my desk, and it was the last book I hadn't read from last week, Black Beacon.
Ah.
It caught my eye, it brought me over to his table, and then as I'm looking at him, I realized, I see you, Brandon. Hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
Let me finish the story. So he's just dancing in the background. It's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty funny. So it brought me over to the table, and I actually remembered earlier that day I was over at the Ageless Press booth talking to Noah, and that's why he knows Noah's name. He's in the chat. And so we'd actually met earlier that day, so it was pretty cool. And
Nice.
Yep, that's him. So I picked up all the comics that he had there. This is a mini one that he's going to come back to with Sebastian.
How heavy was your bag to get back on the plane?
Don't worry about it.
Did you catch an overweight baggage fee?
Don't worry about it. No, I actually brought everything on the plane. Do you remember
Oh yeah, you threw away your shampoo. That's right.
The line to check baggage was wrapped around the airport, and I said, screw this, threw out my shampoo in the middle of like the security line, and just brought my stuff on the plane.
Yep. Been there, done that. You're like, not worth it.
Yep. And then he had mental cases, the whole series 1 through 4, which I really love this cover here.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So let's bring our dancing friend on from the background here, who was another person that we got to meet at Baltimore Comic Con. Had a great time with Brandon Comics.
No, I didn't get to go to karaoke with you guys, so I still like added some dance moves here and there.
Yeah. I mean, next year you'll be able to go with us.
I'm glad I
had a very overshadowing supervisor who I didn't answer one of his questions on my previous show, and he's been spamming my phone for like the past 3 minutes.
This is the book he's working on right now.
Yeah.
A little short, and then it's going to be expanded upon in a Kickstarter series I think that he's going to be doing. So
there you go.
Gonna read it, check it out, and when that hits Kickstarter, we might have him on the show.
Oh, here comes the baby white guys. J2, I see you.
So Brandon,
what's up?
You gotta finish yours.
I gotta finish mine? Bro, I haven't even finished the first pack. You were busy. You were busy.
I told you, man. My attention deficit disorder works in a very specific direction.
My attention deficit disorder would just be looking at all the books on my desk, and then
I'm just like, oh god, I gotta put it together now, and I can't stop until it's done.
That's that focus. When you get the focus, you just go.
Pieces, and
What's
I'm
up,
like,
Jeremy?
You need to go somewhere.
How are you doing, Brandon?
Good. I'm chilling.
How was your show with Marcus Toe? Right?
And Stefan and Missing Link.
I met your special guest was Stefan's your
he's always
partner
there.
on the show.
Yeah, it was great. It was great having Marcus's insight because he's actually like gets to see a lot of those like backstage. For those of you who don't know, we talked about how can a big two companies, so Marvel and DC, make side characters more relevant, and how can they elevate their status, so like kind of bring them to the next level and giving them more of an audience. So it was a great conversation, generated a lot of ideas, brainstormed good and bad ways that they do it, and it was great, and I really enjoyed that conversation. Marcus was great, and Stefan is fantastic as always. I would definitely check out the Rewind.
Yeah, hit him up if you're not subscribed. Comics Kings, you can. Let's see.
Well,
my name is Brandon right now, but you know.
I know you're not advertising your channel there.
I always come in as Brandon, I guess, because I feel like people know me as I don't know. It's like Brandon's my name, so yeah. I come in as Brandon. You know, so if people want to know where I am, I'll let them know.
I mean, I feel like both of us just have this because we always hop on Team Nerd Herd, and so we just throw on like what we are.
I come on Spine Ticks as Brandon. I go on Team Nerd Herd as Brandon. You know,
your branding is Top notch, my man.
You know what? If people want to know where I'm at, I'm a very low key person. When I drop news, when I say, oh look, but it's weird because there were a lot of people that came out to me at Comic Con like, oh, you're Comics Kings who does this, who interviews creators. So that's what people know me as, the guy who interviews creators. I'm like, I do reviews too. What are you talking about?
Like, I do.
Not all I do.
Yeah. I get called baby white guy on spine ticks. Duh.
Yep. Something else I picked up
books.
from this is from Blue Juice Comics. So they're also the people that make Billy the Kit, which just came out, which I really love. So caught my eye that I saw another one of their creators there. I figured I'd check it out. And Bonnie. This is the second volume here, and then I have all the issues for the third volume also I picked up. And apparently you don't even have to, you could read any part of it and not need to know what else is there. Hey, there he is. Now he's in the chat.
There he is.
This guy.
You see that's branding.
That's you.
Branding.
That's you.
Brandon? No, I think that's somebody else because they don't say Brandon there.
Damn, Bryce. Bryce. I didn't even tell Bryce where I was.
Just took off.
Yeah, no. I ended the show and I was like, I gotta get over here. My God, guys, like Marcus, Steph, and you guys can talk. And I was like,
just leave him behind.
You're like, all right, bye. You can hang out together backstage.
I really don't know how I fit all this in my luggage. So
you just like keep pulling things out, and I'm like, when did you get this?
So this is from Ben Kahn. This one was I think this is a Scout book, Heavenly Blues. I don't remember the premise anymore. It's been a while, but it was convincing enough that I said yes a second I heard it and I picked it up. So I got to read it and let you guys know about that. And then this one, Anarchy in the Milky Way, is kind of the subline, title line, whatever I'm trying to say there.
See, she's what everyone really wanted to see at the con.
Yeah.
Oh, Mango. Is Mango like famous on this channel?
Mango is famous. She's Mango Mondays.
It's Wednesday, bro.
I know. Don't tell her that. She's a princess. She gets what she wants.
Oh, Parallel.
Yeah.
Mine's on my table right there, so I will actually read it.
Caroline told me this wasn't a show and tell show. And I
said we're doing show and tell first, but I also didn't realize Jeremy got about 4 times as much as I did. I thought
Jeremy spent what Mars calls dumb bitch money, and
let's not talk about that.
It was like, well, I
sacrificed the whole bottle of shampoo.
I thought that was done by now with this part, but you were more.
I know you picked up stuff that you haven't shown.
Me?
No, Caroline.
Oh,
I've shown everything. That's all I got.
I really haven't shown.
I'm not.
So okay, so Parallel you picked up
2 whole things because they're in my to read pile currently.
And then I have
how big's your to read pile, Caroline? Is it like?
Well.
To be fair,
that's the stuff that came out this week. I can't turn my thumb. That's just like other shit that needs to be read, and then there's like a short box there with some books on top of it. And then there's like just a whole.
Oh yeah. Who convinced you to buy that?
I don't know. Maybe the writer, Kennedy Johnson. I think that the writer did.
Oh yeah. This was New Comic Book Day. This wasn't Baltimore Comic Con. This was New Comic Book Day.
That was New Comic. What? You didn't pick up any singles this week?
I did. I did. I picked up 16 singles, bags, and boards in this. It was an expensive week.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be worse than it was.
I mean, if you saw the picture.
I picked up a lot. I financially thought it was going to be worse than it was.
Well, you got that employee discount now.
I know. I keep forgetting about that. So I keep totaling up the actual total, and then I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh, I could throw in a couple more. It's fine.
No, I can't. Not with the shit I have on the way.
No, this is super cool though already. Like exactly like he described.
Did you read it?
I started.
It's really good, isn't it?
Always in. And yeah. I feel like if I'd read this single issues when it was coming out, I probably wouldn't have liked it as much because I would have been forgetting things.
Right.
But now that I'm like able to just kind of go through, it's a pretty immersive fantasy story that he's got going on here.
Yeah. the world building is fantastic, and it's
Yeah.
something that Caroline needs to pick up and just won't listen to either of us.
We already sold out at my shop, okay? So that's a good thing.
Time to reorder.
I could talk to
We're
Philip.
getting
I could
more.
talk to Philip, or I can get one through Third Eye.
Oh no, we're getting more. It's just I thought we'd have it, and we sold out in the amount of time it took me to get back to work over the weekend. So people are hype about it.
That's good news.
It's a good thing.
Great. That's great.
Picked up an
But I asked my boss, he's like, I've already got more on order. Don't worry about it.
It's just got so many creators. There's all of them on the back.
That's awesome. That's pretty gnarly.
And it donates money to Planned Parenthood.
Neil Gaiman's name is on the back here. He's an editor for it, I think.
So,
or actually, no, he wrote something. The editor.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain he wrote a little blurb.
I was gonna say Neil Gaiman. I could never work under Neil Gaiman. Like if I ever wrote something, Neil Gaiman, not because like he's great. Don't get me wrong, but it's like everything would be criticized.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah.
So I screwed up because I should have had Cliff sign this because Cliff's name is on the back here also.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Send him a tweet.
Yeah.
Pat Shand.
We'll ask him when he's on the show if he's willing to sign more stuff.
Yeah, I sent him an email already, so we'll see.
You wasn't the only one.
We'll see what happens there.
Literally post Baltimore, it's just been emails.
Another
reach out to people on Instagram.
Another anthology.
No, I emailed everyone. That's why I got everyone's emails so that I didn't have to go that route. I mean,
yeah,
smart.
We got some business cards here.
I've noticed that Instagram DMs get so fluttered.
Oh yeah, especially because I'm sure it's a lot of people just being
if you don't look at requests, then
right. Or a lot of creators are becoming more private. I've noticed.
Yeah, so I'm hoping because we have Cliff, easier to talk to. Maybe if Brian doesn't respond, we can reach out.
Brian's not doing any more cons. He's got time to show up.
I don't think Brian. I've never seen Brian K. Vaughan be on anyone's show.
Doesn't mean he won't.
Southern Comic Geek. I love that.
That would be super cool though, because then he hasn't been on anybody's show.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and you guys would be getting him, and I would be insanely jealous. Not jealous. I'd be very happy for you guys.
Come on.
But I also be like,
but also you're like,
I'm not taking that away from you guys. That's your guys' thing. If you guys get him,
but
fall the fuck out. Take him.
That's at the point too where I go, oh my god, I have all the questions to ask, and I don't even know where to start.
Right.
Just ask.
Just start.
Normal people questions.
But what he said originally when I brought it up was, he's like, oh, I don't do a lot of like video things. And I was like, all right, well, hey, we'll record audio then. And he said, oh, people listen to my voice then. But then like we talked to him again, and like he seemed more like, oh wait, okay, you guys are kind of cool. Maybe he said my name.
The more we harassed him, the more he remembered us.
That's the other thing, right? You got to do is you got to harass him.
FaceTime, So
that's you got to harass him a little bit.
Seeing the face, seeing that you're there, you care about what they're doing.
That's what I did with John Romita Jr. Just harassed him.
Yeah.
I know. I harassed his agent. That's what it was. I love this agent though.
From everything I've seen so far, the only way I can contact Brian K. Vaughan is through Instagram message.
Yeah.
So I may be sitting in Instagram purgatory for a little while, waiting. It's fine.
That's the thing. Especially like in travel days.
So he's probably easy to reach.
Traveling days, it's like a little bit. People. I've noticed like a lot of people aren't going to respond to emails like within until like probably like tomorrow, just because like that recovery period.
Oh yeah.
Because it's exhausting, right?
I wish I could have been sleeping and not working.
I'm still still feel like I'm recovering.
Imagine signing autographs for 3 days straight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talking
I would not be on the internet. I'd just be like, no, we're done. We're done.
Right?
Here.
Yeah.
I did all my FaceTime.
Like I said, I know Cliff's been active on the internet. He liked the post.
But that's different. That's different. Oh yeah, I told Link I was going to be over here, Stefan.
Yeah, there he is.
What's up?
But do you guys ready to talk about the con?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much comic-wise everything that I picked up. Well, I do want to show this pin because, Humans are the worst.
Oh, I had a pin I wanted to show, but it's already there. But the logo's like already in the stream, so I can't show it.
Oh,
Was it?
you got a fancy pen for finding some people?
Was it this one?
Oh yeah, just two cool people that befriended me. You know, kind of like in kindergarten where everyone wanted to be your friend. I felt like that was like Comic Con. It's like you just walked up to someone and you guys are like automatically friends.
You're just like, I know you, I know you, I know you.
It was even like if I didn't know you,
Oh,
I felt like it was like kindergarten. Like I can just walk up and you're like, yo, what's up, bro? Give you a bro hug. Just because like, yeah, cons are mental physical. Yeah.
Exhausting.
But
like, I simultaneously immediately want to go back and like I want like a few months to like recover between cons.
Right. But for everyone who hasn't been to a con, like during the midst of the pandemic, how do you guys think Baltimore handled it?
I
mean, like if someone was on the fence about going to a con, with everything going on, what would you guys like say they did?
Mask guidelines were fine. They had temperature checks for you to get in. They had COVID proof of vaccine. They had rapid testing if you couldn't bother to bring a vaccine card, forgot your vaccine card, don't want to get vaccinated.
Yeah.
If you didn't bring your own proof of negative test, they were like, hey, we'll do it here. So, like, COVID-wise, I thought it was great. And even though there were so many people there on Saturday, it didn't physically feel too... I mean, it felt busy, but not, like, outlandish.
Right.
There was enough space in there.
There was room to move.
Yeah, it never felt like you were forced to be on top of people if you didn't want to be.
I've noticed in the past, I've been to Baltimore. This has been my 4th Baltimore Comic Con. Hi, Travis.
Hello.
Whoa, they found me.
What up?
I'm supposed to do that. They weren't supposed to find me. But usually like the vendors are more on top of each other, right? Like like you had some back-to-back booths, but like usually like you would just have like a narrow walkway and like everything was spaced out pretty well. You had like enough like room between booths. Even comic creators were more spacious. The artist alley was like a whole
line up on one side
like,
and walk on the other.
Yeah, so I thought they were very thoughtful. Even upon entering, they were very cautious and respecting people's, I would say, not really privacy, but their bubble, you know.
Yeah.
And if you were, and they're also very considerate to the creators, because some creators are, and some people, right? We all are people at the end of the day, so we're all gonna have different opinions in how do I feel safe? We all have, like, different measures that we take to verify our safety. Like you had Tom King, Mitch Gerrits, and Doc Shane. They had those like little what is it? The plexiglass. The plexiglass, right?
Yeah.
And they had everyone really had their masks on, and some of the older creators that didn't. That's ultimately their decision. If they feel safe doing that, more the merrier, you know. But I think Baltimore is very respectable in what everyone felt safe doing. And if you didn't if you felt safer one way, safer the other way, it really wasn't like a screw you, middle fingers up in the air, right?
A lot of people are finding ways to incorporate them into their cosplay too.
Yeah,
right.
There were some good cosplay masks in there. Was the Polka Dot Man cosplay?
Yeah, Polka Dot Man was so good.
Right. Personally, like I would just wear a Spider-Man mask. That way, like, you know.
What's funny is that actually would not have been allowed.
So I would have had to put a mask over my Spider-Man mask. That's stupid.
Or under.
Well, preferably under, probably, because that would be weird to like fly off when you take the mask off. Yeah. J2 and Gomez are going to be over on Team Nerd Herd talking about rom-com.
Oh, I love Gomez. Gomez was one of the first people I met when I came into this community. Rosi.
Yeah. No, he's
so that's what we're trying to get off in time for.
Yeah, so we got about 10 minutes, 13 minutes till they kick off over on Team Nerd Herd. So let's keep talking about Baltimore till then.
Yeah.
But I think for everyone who's considering going to a con, I think that, well, I've been to football games, and that's where nobody wears a mask, right? They don't give a shit what you bring into the stadium anymore. Like, obviously, like, they're gonna, like, they would much rather pat you down for, let's say, because you brought Advil into the game, rather than, okay, did he have a face mask? You know, so it's just that kind of a priority there, because it's like an outside seating, but you're still receptive to getting the damn disease.
Yeah, and everyone's yelling.
For some reason, they haven't mastered the concept of COVID will affect you in the stadium. It just doesn't go away because the Steelers are playing.
It doesn't matter just because you're cheering extra hard.
I mean,
but I think at Baltimore they were very safe. Yeah, and if you are on the fence, I would say definitely like look at the information that they have, or even like email somebody, and they'll answer your questions. Because I know people that did that.
Yeah.
Also, like, go with your friends. You're gonna know like the people you go with and the people you hang out with. Like,
right.
I don't think anybody that we were hanging out with from the Instagram community, like, no one was bitching about having to wear their masks or anything.
Well, here's the other thing too. Baltimore 1 week had a huge surge of cancellations. Right now, Baltimore has been a con that is hyped up.
Trish.
Hi, Trish.
Hi, Trish.
Where is it?
We were just talking about
Where is it?
Hi, Trish. I got my stray dogs. I got my trade signed by Trish. So thank you, Trish, very much. I look forward to reading it. I've been wanting to read it, but trade is the way that I'm going with it. So I'm very glad that you did it. That I was able to pick that up before you got insanely over the top busy.
Yeah,
I'm glad Trish was like turned. Her line was like freaking turned. Like I know at one point Trish had a longer line than Joe Quesada. And I was like, that's awesome. Good for Trish.
Trish, you killed it this con.
Just flex on Quesada, you know?
Right?
Flex on Quesada.
Yeah. It was, I think, consistently, she had the busiest line across every creator.
Yeah, you know who also had a really busy line was Chris Pachalo. Had a huge one. Or Garth Ennis was busy too.
Yeah, but Garth Ennis, I felt like had a long line and then he cleared it out.
Because he didn't really interact with people. Garth, that's the thing is I met Garth before and he just doesn't, he would just like won't talk. He would just sign your book and just like move on. Plus the book that I wanted to get from the table, no one had. I wanted to read Sarah from TKO and they were just pushing everything dynamite. I was like, it's like, oh, but I get it. But yeah.
Everyone wanted to see you, Trish.
You're drawing one of the hottest books on the shelves.
Yeah.
But generating a lot of fans. So, but Baltimore's hyped up their guests. Even now they're hyping their 22 guest list. Like I'm gonna have it where like come con time, I will check that guest list. But it's because I'd inform my Canadian friend who just was too lazy to use the interwebs and everything. But so
a Canadian friend who's doing me a favor.
Yeah, who I had to pick up and drive back to the airport, and it was not fun. But anyway,
6 a.m. Pickup time.
Yeah, so they had like a banger guest list, and then they canceled, and Baltimore's always hyped up, but they still had a stacked list. You know, like they didn't have Bendis, they didn't have Wade, they didn't have Jen Luen Yang. What's up? Oh, Shadow Rabbit. What's going on, brother? But
he was killing it with his clay at the con too.
But like they still added a lot of guests, and it was still pretty packed. You know, you had Frank Miller canceled, Howard Mackey canceled, a bunch of people canceled. But Baltimore has always been about the comics. Their con has always been as little media press as you can to keep it as much of a traditional convention.
Which I really liked. Like this was my first con, and this was exactly what I wanted.
You're not going to find another con out there that has that kind of a comic priority. Because, they could make money by doing what, like, AwesomeCon does in DC, and you could bring in your Back to the Future cast. You can bring in, or, like, even cons nowadays. How many cons has William Shatner appeared in? People go there alone just for William Shatner. Or even who played Anakin Skywalker, Hayden Christensen, has been doing his con circuit.
Oh, man, I've got some shit I need that man to sign, though.
I thought for a second, Brandon, that
man could sign my forehead. I would be happy.
The amount of Vader books I need him to sign.
The amount of, like I just want to like dab the dude up and say, sorry you got so much hate, but you're great. It wasn't you, you know?
It wasn't him.
Baltimore's really been about the comics. And even though they had like a lot of cancellations, they still put together a great show that they always do. Like there wasn't this year. And I always say this, you don't really go for the guests. It's like icing on the cake, but the con there is just a lot of the local vendors were great. Yeah. They were very reasonable in their prices and they were willing to work because they were just excited to get out into this con.
And you and I both had books. One of our local shops at the con too, which was really cool.
And they weren't trying to like nickel and dime and get as much money. Yeah, some people were like that, but ultimately like I thought books were priced lower than what you're going to see on eBay.
And I was talking with them, and they're like, people are just so happy to be back that they're just spending money. Like they are
Right.
just getting things that they want.
Right, and
And I saw Bearded Comic Bro post his video about Baltimore, and I missed this. There was a booth that had like $5 trade paper.
Yeah.
You picked up some great stories at
Yeah.
that booth. Like I'm not that I had any room to bring anything else back, but
Jeremy, you would have had to send him to Carolina.
You would have needed to buy a new piece of luggage.
I would have just been like, Caroline, I'm going to give you a lot of shipping money. This is going to weigh a lot.
Yeah. Like,
and like for me being my first con, like I was kind of actually happy that it wasn't too overwhelming with the amount of people that like I personally wanted to go see and visit. Like I got done everything I wanted to get done on Friday. Saturday was like going back for more, double dipping, and just hanging out.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I got I think for my agenda was this is my first con as Comics Kings. Oh yeah, it was her first con.
That's true.
And it was her birthday weekend. It was her birthday.
And it was my
weekend.
birthday on Monday. Yeah.
So
it was a good one. I was glad I did it.
Yeah.
Which is why I wanted to get that sketch from you.
It's all right.
Where's
Charity
Rosi
said we could hit her up. So
I know.
Also, I did send you an
There's
email,
so-
Trish, about setting up the interview for talking about Stray Dogs Dog Days. So
Yes.
That's awesome. Good job.
Because you know we're already too hyped for it.
Yeah. But,
yeah.
As for me, I got done. Like this was my first time as Comics Kings, going like repping that. She says, "Dan Dogo." I got you.
We gotta put this sweet baby on a comic.
Yes. And
This sweet baby who I just woke up.
So
Doyle,
I got done everything that I wanted to within like Friday, Saturday.
yeah. Sunday,
and-
Brandon and I were like limping around the con in the afternoon.
I was like
If there wasn't a football game, I would have been there so much later, but I already got fucked with the traffic.
I was stuck in that traffic. It took me probably 2 hours to get home, and I lived 45 minutes from the con. It was bad.
And I already had what was supposed to be a 4-hour drive turn into a 5.5 without that traffic.
So, but
it was worth it.
It was
so worth it.
So I mean, it was a great con, you know.
Copy's real. Copy does my
Copy
books, but not for himself.
Left too soon.
Copy left
Back to work.
Yeah, but like no, Sunday I was limping. Actually, I couldn't walk after the con.
I believe it.
With my back and my hips, like y'all don't know. Like I put on like this is like all
I
like a
believe
phase. But like once I'm
it.
done with this show, I could barely walk and some like I think that was like the first time people were like, oh wow, this guy's like my body's a mess, but it's okay.
Brandon, I was like, you just need to go home
No,
and like die for a while. Like just let
Yeah.
yourself be dead for several hours.
Take a nice CBD bath bomb.
Resurrect.
I went straight to the heating pad and the muscle relaxer, and it didn't work. I was like,
Yeah.
let's go. I'm so happy the Ravens lost. I'm a Steelers fan, so the Ravens losing was like, yay, they sucked. But
Yeah, I was trying to grab like quick food before heading to the airport, and we walked into a restaurant not far from the con and just sat down and got food.
yeah, because no one after the Ravens game wanted to be there anymore.
Yeah.
Because
I figured
everyone's
if-
too bitter about it.
We started walking down towards something that was like right next to the stadium. Like, guys, this isn't gonna work. There's gonna be people, even though they lost, there'll be people around the stadium, and so then we just stayed right there.
You're talking trash. Who's Brennan and who is this guy? Knight? Brennan Knight? What? What?
I think there's about to be a fight here.
That's all we're gonna say about that.
What?
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 Hey! This year is very painful to be in, but
Copy, I would, but we're also about to wrap up because Team Nerd Herd's about
Yeah.
to kick off over on their channel to talk with JT.
But I know, what is it,
we're
Monday?
all gonna be rocking with Team Nerd Herd. Oh, Shattered Glass.
A ton of us, pretty much
forever.
everyone that was hanging out together on Monday or on the con is going to try and get together on Monday over on Team Nerd Herd's channel.
Yeah. Yeah,
Just to
Monday.
kind of full in-depth talk about what we did outside of the con.
The giant Baltimore Comic Con panel, Monday night, Team Nerd Herd channel.
Right.
Yeah.
You can also catch, let's see, JR and Justin, No Good Comics, did something on No Good Comics channel Monday night.
Right.
You did a little bit of that
I
Monday
touched.
night also.
I basically just
That's
said
right.
everything. I basically said everything like I wanted to on Weekly Wrap, just like reviewing the con and kind of like the setting of it. So what I just did essentially, I haven't even talked about what I picked up, and I don't
You
know.
picked up
Yeah,
this.
I
I
yeah,
picked
yeah,
up this
yeah.
because you told me about this.
Yeah.
Still fucking beautiful.
Yeah. It was, yeah, we were super happy to get to see you too,
Yeah.
Trish. And
Oh,
I was glad I
God.
I
caught
wish
you at
we
the
could have
end,
spent more
too.
time with you, but I also didn't want to be like that asshole, just being like, well, we know her, so suck it.
Yeah. However, Trish,
I did that with
if
Becky.
we are at a
Clinton.
con together again and you want us to be like that, we will totally do that and just hang out with you.
Yeah, we'll come hang out behind the table.
Just let us know and we'll do it.
I think at one point I went up to Becky and said, "Hey Becky, I'm just gonna sit here for like a few minutes," and she's like, "Go for it."
Yeah, it's Becky and she's awesome.
Yeah. I
was really sad that Michael didn't go with her. I was really sad. I was like, Becky, should have brought Michael. She's like, oh, he's watching the cats. I'm like, you should have bring the cats.
Mine existed for the weekend without me.
All right, we officially have permission to crash Trish's booth at any future cons. Thank you, Trish. We will hang out with you.
If you guys leave her booth, then you guys will officially be stray dogs.
Hey,
there we go. That's a good place to close this out, right?
Oh,
Trish,
weird puns that oddly work. Great.
Gotta make Baltimore the annual con. Hopefully it's every October.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Anybody else have last thoughts on Baltimore? Things you want to throw in?
It was just really good. If you're debating, if you haven't gone to a con and you're debating going to one, especially with all the shit going on, it's worth it. Even if it's just to hang out with everybody else there, it's worth it. Trish,
I
think she just went up to you, Brandon. It was the dog and pony show. I love it. I love it.
I'll let it slide, but I don't know. I think my biggest gripe isn't the con, it's the comic release week, because the previous week before the con was like, I think this is the first time I spent
about $5.
It was like the first time I've had a 10-book pull list or less than 15-book pull list since DC's Future State.
Mm-hmm. I had enough money to buy these 2 books off my shelf at work.
That's awesome. And
so signed.
Also good work. Thanks, Greg.
And so I don't know. It was like really, and then this week and then the next week, I'm just like, what is wrong with Diamond and Penguin House?
It hurt.
And some books still even got delayed. I was like, what the fuck,
shit
man?
Still
like,
got delayed.
I get it, but you're people who sub up to a certain title and people who even don't and just buy books week by week kind of depend on having that balance of income.
Mm-hmm. I don't like spending $20 one week and then $120 the next.
Yeah, so I was like, it's stupid. I was like, that was my biggest gripe. It wasn't with the comics. So it's like the freaking Diamond and Penguin House. I'm like, that's bullshit.
Comic book publishing.
A bunch of bullshit, but
and also, like, why did the Paper Girls Compendium come out after the Brian K. Vaughan Cliff Chang panel?
Why didn't they have it in their booth? I'm like, what the?
Excuse
me. Like, did you
Someone explain this to me?
I would have.
I went on a 10-minute rant today at work, and my boss was just like, "Are you mad about it?" And I was like, "I'm mad about it."
I would have bought it from them at the booth and found a way to fit that shit in my luggage, because
that would have been a painful shipping.
Or I would have just shipped it. I don't care.
Or you could have just bought it and forgot that I kept it. That would work. Hey, what time is Team Nerd Herd on?
In like right now.
Right now.
So next Wednesday, Caroline's chatting with the comic community with TM Nerdy.
Yes.
On his channel.
That's when mine shows up on TM Nerdy.
Next Wednesday.
Railroad is so confused.
Copy. Why do you think we're doing this live at no editing? That's why we're live.
Editing is the worst.
That's why I'm live. I mean,
it went from Brandon's channel, then copies, and now here, and everyone's here.
I know Jack was live, so but
everybody's been live this evening. I
mean, we've all got so much shit to talk about and to like show off and hype up. Like, you know, this poster that's going to be in our 1K giveaway. Everybody needs to go sign up. Tell your friends.
Sub those guys up if you're not already.
There may be a Brian K. Vaughan and Cliff Chang signed Paper Girls book.
Maybe some other
in the giveaway. Not the one that I got.
Not your fancy remarked one.
That one's mine. That's all mine.
And not my one that goes on my wall.
Ooh.
I've got several that are options.
If I win it, I'm sending it to Sheena.
Aw.
There we go. So Real Rude, we're all going to be bouncing from here to Team Nerd Herd.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys aren't watching Team Nerd Herd, go subscribe to them. Go check out what they're talking about. And are you on Sunday with them also? I haven't told the
Am I on
yet.
what?
Me?
Am I on what?
Yeah, are you doing the thing?
I don't know. I might take
What
a week
Sunday
off.
thing?
Sundays we do the like the top picks for the new comic book day with.
I don't
I
know.
feel like I
haven't been
agreed to do
invited.
something
I
else
haven't
on
been
Sunday.
invited, but
I was talking.
We've
been doing them there.
I haven't decided yet.
I haven't said anything to them yet, but I want to.
I feel like I made a commitment to do something else on Sunday now, and I can't
I
remember
think I
what
made
it
a
is.
commitment to football.
No, I think I'm supposed to hang out with
I
a
think
real
I
life
did.
friend.
I think
Real
I
life.
committed to
Yeah,
football.
I am supposed to hang out with one of my real life friends.
The life. What?
I had to go celebrate my birthday.
Okay, fair. So yeah,
Monday I'm
so
gonna be
I'll
on
be
3
hanging out
shows.
Sunday, and then
Ooh.
we'll have the recap Monday with everybody that was in Baltimore.
Everybody there.
Hi, Ian.
What
Your
up,
Raiders
what
still
up?
suck. What I tell you, bro. No, I'm kidding.
We're getting so much football trash talk in here today.
Wait, I don't know football. Yay, sports. Go hockey.
I did that wrong.
It's all right.
I don't either.
Yeah, hey Jeremy, it's like opposite. Hey, right? No.
Yeah.
I know you're
Wait,
right.
where are you, Brandon? Oh, wait. Oh, okay.
Oh wait, that looked weird.
Now there's another cool cat that was
Hey,
at Baltimore.
They knew
Ran
you
into
had it.
him.
Everyone's popping in us. We're wrapping things up.
No, we're getting ready to end.
Shout out to BLCC. It was great to meet you in person at Baltimore.
Oh yeah.
Such a large number of people from the community there,
Yeah, it was amazing.
and it was awesome to meet everybody.
It was okay.
Piss off.
Get out of
I
here.
mean,
Brandon.
I know I was the greatest
Get
thing that everybody ever met, but
My jaw's like, I was like, wait a second.
Yeah,
everyone was
absolutely,
actually
man. Thanks for hanging out and watching.
not very fun.
It was great to meet you.
Yes.
But yeah, we're gonna go off of live and talk to you guys later.
Sub these guys up. They're cool.
Hopefully, we get to 1K soon.
Yeah, I got shit to give away.